Hello and welcome back to WeAllPlayCast. Today on the server, it is myself and Sneeria once again.
Hi.
Hey, what's going on? And we're going to start this episode off with... hold on. Wait. Bam.
Snowballs?
Snowball.
That's what we're starting off this episode with?
That's what we're starting this episode out with. Alright, today guys, we're gonna get into Gregtech because it's a little tricky. You know?
I do know. It is rather tricky.
You know, well, as most people that are familiar with some of the mods that are here may have noticed, you go up to NEI and you go, okay, I want to make a solar panel. So you go to the solar panel and you go, what? Wait a minute. I need a silicon cell and carbon plates and whoa. That's a little bit more expensive than I remember, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so...
what is this?
This is all about how do we actually get into the solar power, because now it's no longer like an entry-level kind of Industrialcraft Power. It's more of a mid to high-level Industrialcraft Power thing. But we'll start off with this. This is our first Gregtech item, the Industrial Centrifuge, affectionately known as the what did you call it?
Clothes dryer.
The clothes dryer. Yes.
So if we had if you had like a wall of them, it would look just like a laundromat.
It definitely would. Now these. I did explode one when I gave it a lot of EU, so it needs to be powered with the same EU as like an extractor, things like that. So you need to do the low voltage transformer to get this to operate correctly. Now, let's talk about these silicon cells. I'll go ahead and NEI, and it says, okay, we make them in an industrial centrifuge, and the first thing is lazurite dust, which is by far not the most efficient way. And I scanned through and see like the different ways that we could do this. Sodalite dust also requires a prerequisite. Emerald dust, yeah, that's a little expensive for 6 silicon cells, I would think. I found this one, and this one looks to be the most efficient. A stack of redstone in the industrial centrifuge with 27 empty cells will make 27 silicon cells. So I think that's what we're going to do. Now, this interface, I've been playing with it a little bit. Uh-oh. We had empty cells.
I hope not.
Oh, poopy.
They probably all have water in them. From all the
probably.
From all the bog earth crafting.
Probably. Well, we'll just make a few empty cells. That's not the hard venture to do.
Yeah, that's not the hard part.
Yep. And I'll go ahead and grab a stack of the redstone, because that's what we're going to need. Now,
yeah.
This is a little, I'm going to say non-intuitive. It almost looks like it's not working. So watch this. As soon as I drop this 64 stack in here, it disappeared. So did the empty cells. Now, there's not much of an indication. You saw that this turned into a little line, and this is actually our progress bar. It's actually going through. Now, if we step back, you could see that it's working, but I also let you know that this stuff is really slow. Like you could say, let's see, this recipe is going to take 1,100 seconds. What does that work out to in minutes and stuff?
20 minutes.
20 minutes? So it'll take 20 minutes to do this operation. But I think that's probably the most efficient way to get silicon cells. There's probably a cheaper method of this one, which is the sand, but that only makes 1 for every 32 sand. This makes 27 out of 64 redstone, so...
It depends how much you want to be loading and unloading, I suppose.
Right, exactly.
Because I feel like with the sand, you'd be constantly loading it. It would take a lot longer, too.
Yeah, exactly.
To spin down that much sand.
All right, so I've done some preliminary things because it's pretty expensive. I mean, you guys could look up the NEI items for this, but that's how to get the silicon cells. There's a lot of things that you can do for the. It has a lot of what do I want to say? Different things that you could put in here: gates, chipsets, tubes, circuits, lots of different things to make that. But I went ahead and I did these. I guess this is one that I would say is probably like a mid-level Industrialcraft thing. I mean, we're talking about some advanced circuits here, advanced machine blocks. It does require a solar panel and the irradiant glass pane. So that takes reinforced glass, which is also expensive, and irradiant uranium, which is refined uranium with glow
Say that 5 times fast. Irradiant uranium.
Yeah, no kidding, right? All right, so I've gone through and I've made 4 of those and an MFSU, because we're going to try this thing out. I want to see how much. I have no idea how much power these advanced solar panels are going to create for us. So we're going to make we're going to make it. Let's go. Let's go build.
Let's go. Okay.
Yay. Oh, it's nighttime. You want to sleep so we have some daytime?
Okay.
Okay, so I got this. I did move our factorization solar thing over here and put a whole bunch more mirrors on it, so that's pretty cool.
Do you have, like...
A jetpack?
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah, I do have a jetpack.
I forgot about that guy, huh? Well, is there another way to get in?
Yeah, there's a door over there.
Is there?
But you can't get over on top of, where I'm at. But anyway, I think I want the power to kind of come down, maybe the side of the house, like in this type of area.
Aha! I made it on top.
Did you?
Yes.
Nice.
I jumped from the mountain.
Looks pretty cool, right?
It does. I like it a lot.
I like it. It's pretty cool.
We can't block the sun from the Archimedes death ray, though. Are we making a separate building? What's going on here?
I'm actually thinking about a sky building right here.
Cool.
Like right over this way. Look at the carts. Those look awesome, dude. I love those things.
Our little combines?
Yeah. They're just going around, probably full of stuff because we haven't handled the inventories of them yet. So, what do you think?
Oh, over there? Okay.
Well, no, actually, it's going to be in between. And this is just the start of, like, the building. So, I'm thinking we probably want the MFSU up here. What do you think?
Probably.
Yeah. So I'll just kind of make a walkway here. Maybe an outline of the building.
Since you have a jetpack, that would be really much appreciated.
Yeah, so we can, build together.
Yeah.
Be nice, right?
Yeah. Since we have any equivalent exchange flying rings or anything like that.
That is one thing I do think it's good to note, too, that this Gregtech stuff, there's a few things that we can do with kind of like equivalent exchange equivalent.
Equivalent exchange equivalent?
Exactly.
Exchanging of the exchange of the equivalent. Equivalency.
Equivalency of the exchange of the equivalency equivalent.
Got it.
Yeah?
Okay.
Was that complicated enough?
No. Not nearly.
Not nearly?
Not nearly.
Well, Greg's Tech is, so don't worry.
Good call. Is this the bottom then you want?
Yeah, this is going to be like the
floor?
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
I was just making sure it was cool to start filling in.
Yep. Oh.
Oh, hey.
Oh, balls.
Bollocks.
How many did I make this wide? This is it even or odd?
Good call.
It's
Good
1,
question.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. That means I have a single row down the middle. All right.
Alrighty then.
So we want the wires on where that block is, so the solar panels can go up top here. Okay. And I'll just put them down like this. Oh, look at that. Advanced solar panel.
It's advanced.
Yeah. I'm just looking at the interface.
32,000?
32 EU a tick. That's pretty high, guys. I gotta say.
It's advanced.
So I'll put a few of those down. And let's see.
Not on top of while I'm building.
No!
Workman's comp. I need a hard hat.
You need a hard hat.
This is not OSHA compliant.
We'll wire it up. Bump it up. Ba-dump. Ba-dump. And I guess we'll put the MFSU here. Now let's take a look at this, guys. Let's see what's going on.
I'll just keep laying floor.
Wow.
Whoops.
That's really fast. Hold on. Let's get the EU meter out. Whoa, dude.
The volt meter.
Yeah, look at this. It's like 56. That's 32. Let me take a look at these guys.
Hey, this is a serious MFSU, huh?
Yeah.
Is that 10 million?
Max output's 32.
No, I'm looking at the MFSU, like, storage.
Oh, you know what's cool about these? Check it out. They have an internal storage to it. They can hold 32,000 themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I guess they can max output.
So they're the more expensive. They're kind of better.
They're the tier 2. There's actually like a whole bunch more. And I don't really know. Oh, you know what? I did have a couple. I made 8 regular solar panels. So let me just grab one of those. And we'll take a look at what the regular solar panel does too.
So, Industrialcraft Power.
Industrialcraft Power.
And we have those geothermal. They're also Industrialcraft Power.
Mm-hmm.
So, Buildcraft Power?
We are getting there. we have a lot of
We're not there yet, still?
Well, that's our next step. there's a few things that need a lot of Industrialcraft Power. And with, honestly, forestry electrical engines, we could convert it over to Buildcraft Power.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
I'm going to throw one of these down, too. This is just the regular solar panel, the first one that you make.
It's on.
Yeah. How about we do this? We'll just test it here, since these guys store energy anyway. We'll see what kind of stuff we're getting out of this one. Wow. One per tick, guys. That thing sucks. For as expensive as it is, that's really awful. Oh, man.
You're saying it's worth making the advanced one?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's not... I mean, you need some uranium for it, and, of course, some, like, advanced machine blocks. And it is quite a step up, but I think it's totally worth it.
It's a big step up.
I mean, as we're standing here, we already got 100,000
in
this box, so... Oh, a couple things changed in Gregtech, guys. By the way, this is just really, really... just a few comments about Gregtech. It's really cool. It adds a whole, like, couple tiers to Industrialcraft, that's for sure. But I think it kind of... I don't know. The beginning of it it's not an easy thing to start off with. It's definitely not a... you start the game and you're like, okay, Gregtech stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
A couple other things that I found out. We're going to go, obviously, more into Gregtech stuff. But this industrial centrifuge seems to be like the primary, base item for it. So the progress bar is here, and you can see how far it's going across. But a few other things that I found out about it is this bauxite ore. All right, and as you can see, I'll just kind of go through a few of the items that I've been playing around with it for a little bit. The bauxite ore, you'll get these hydrogen cells. And these hydrogen cells are really, really cool. They substitute for like coal and stuff. So I put them in like the steam engines, and I've just put one in for all these things. This one's connected to the rolling machine here, but it keeps generating stuff but doesn't go away. So I don't know if it's glitched and it's infinite, but I just put one of these cells in all the steam engines, and it seems to be constantly working. So that might be a good little notch. Yeah, a little tip. So this hydrogen cells, and that's the bauxite ore. You need to macerate that into bauxite dust, which I got here, which I actually have been doing. Yep, and as one bauxite ore makes 4 dust, it's kind of cool. And then you put the dust in the centrifuge. Obviously, it's not going to do anything now because we're already currently working. And that one creates...
Does that make aluminum dust?
Yeah, I think that's where I got my titanium and aluminum dust.
Titanium and aluminum. Neat.
And the hydrogen cells, too.
Wow.
And compressed air. So there's a lot of cool things that you can do. I don't understand all of it yet, and the documentation of this is kind of scattered throughout the web. There's not like a good single source for it. But, yep, I've been playing around with it, and that's kind of how you get started with the advanced solar panels. And as you can see, that was pretty good. I mean...
It's generating a lot of power.
It is. 32 per tick. Oh, was it? No, it was 8 per tick per solar panel. So, I guess that would be the equivalent of maybe 8 of the other solar panels, right?
Yeah.
So, kind of a different way. That used to be like a solar, was it solar panel array of panels?
I think.
Oh, it was low voltage solar array, medium voltage solar array, and high voltage solar array.
Right.
So, yep. All right, guys. Well, I think we'll call the episode there. That's a little introduction to Gregtech Industrial Centrifuge. I don't know if I displayed the recipe, but it's a little expensive. Industrial Centrifuge. It's a little expensive, therefore it's not really a starting item, but it is, I'll say, like a mid-level one. You got extractor, advanced machine blocks, and a couple of diamond pieces, whether it be gates or circuits. Does it have circuits in there? Yes. Advanced circuits also, you can do those. But about a mid-level item, and looking pretty good, but that's like the basis for Gregtech. So, what do you think?
I think it's awesome.
I do. The basis for the understanding of it?
I think I do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well,
we'll have to see.
We'll play with it more. There's a lot of really, really cool high items in it. So we'll finish up the episode there. If you like the episode, make sure to like it. And if you want to see more, please hit the subscribe button. Subscribe. And we will see you in the next one.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.